The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions, and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
Here we go.
Hi, Leo.
Hey.
Hey, everybody. It's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? We are coming live to you from New York City, and also Idlewild, California. Leo is out there. We are on Armed Radio, armeddigitalmedia.com, armedradioglobal.com. We just listened in on those two, and I don't know if we're broadcasting yet, but don't worry about it because we will be in podcast in about 12 hours. And you can find us in Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. But normally you can find us on Armed Radio. You just get your TuneIn app, type in Armed Radio, and there we are. 9 p.m. Tuesday nights religiously. Leo, how was your week?
It was good. We're back to school, so I've got after school and morning programs for our youngins over here. But little thunderclouds. We had a couple of lightning fires over here.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, so one really close by, but luckily we have great Forest Service people, and for California, starting at midnight, all of our forests, state and federal, are going to be closed. So nobody can come camping. Nobody can come until September 17th, when hopefully we get moisture air in, so we can try and protect. Lightning is bad enough. We don't need anybody trying to, start a campfire or something like that and then get out of control. So
you need Smokey the Bear. I'm telling you, this is a great time for Smokey the Bear to come back.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
That's right. Only you can prevent forest fires. So I
hope that there's no forest fire, because I'd have to be like wearing my apron naked.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That was sexy how you did that.
I got to audition for the calendar.
The apron. Oh, listen, you are definitely going to be in the calendar. Definitely. We need a Mexican bear. So speaking of Smokey the Bear, right? We need a Leo the Bear. So, of course, we have our aprons, our beautiful blue aprons. So go ahead, keep eating apron. Mm-hmm. This is our biggest seller. It's $25, and you can get it. Just order it from. You can just text me or email us at what'sthestorywithmaria@gmail.com. These are $25. Tim Devon has said, hi, Maria. Hi, Tim. You're going to love the show because we're talking baseball. And Tim is also a Red Sox fan, as am I. So we're going to definitely be talking Red Sox. And we have our rivals are coming in as well. The tote bag, that's right, $10. What can you get for $10? You know what I always say, half a lap dance, one leg.
That's right.
So it says, it's got the What's the Story with Maria on that. On the other side, go ahead. Keep eating.
$10, but I think I've gotten a couple $100 use out of it already since I've had it,
Yeah, because now you got to pay for the plastic bags at the store. And in New York, they're 3 for $1.
And you can put so many groceries in these bags and carry them home. They are so durable.
And wash them. This is the one I washed it today, but it's a little wrinkled, so I'm using the other one. But it's so great, and it lasts, and the color doesn't fade. And then, of course, we have our mug. What's the Story mug? Oh,
we didn't rehearse that.
We didn't. You have the prototype there, so yours is very nice.
You know what, though?
I'm having some green Bigelow tea.
It's time for me to have a matching pair for this one.
Yes.
We'll have to talk about that. I need another one.
Go ahead, keep eating. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. Okay, so this is our merchandise, of course. Now, let's focus on the apron for a second. There has been a campaign started by all the hotties that watch the show for a Nothing But the Apron calendar for 2022. And that, Leo, wow,
Just like that. Woo!
Whoa. So that means, because a couple of our listeners already have started, they have posted pictures of themselves with just the apron. Just the apron. Nudes. Thank you, Dominic. Dominic's on there. Only Dominic, you may listen. Dominic has he and Neil have a place up in the mountains now, wherever the hell they are, the woods.
Happy birthday, Neil. Happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday, Neil. He's an angel. Yes. Dominic, maybe you could take a picture of yourself out in the woods and write, that'll be your caption, only nudes can prevent forest fires. So here's what we're doing. If you are willing, men or women, it doesn't matter, although so far I've had men volunteer. But women too, we'll take whatever. You just a picture of yourself with just the apron on. And we're going to make a calendar for 2022. What are you smirking at, Leo?
Well, my cousin Lauren from Texas said hi. So hi, Lauren.
Oh,
but
hi,
Dominic
Lauren.
is claiming my December. I'm a December. I'm the Sagittarian, baby boy.
You are a Sagittarius. Who's trying to claim your December, Dominic? Well, I will say this, though. I will give Dominic this. He does his Christmas show every year.
Oh,
and he did kind of claim the holidays. See, Leo, I think you should be a summer month. And I think you should maybe be grilling. Yeah.
Well, I am a fire sign, so fire.
Yes, you are. But when I think of you, I think of summer because you're in California. I want it. Yes, Ed Kutu. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Did you
totally, have an apron? Ed. Totally. Andy Prasky. Oh my God. Can you imagine if we could get Andy Prasky to pose with just the apron? Andy's a hottie. He's quite the build. So again, let me just remind everybody, we have a campaign going on now for just the apron calendar. What's the story with Maria calendar? We're going to get all the months. So please I have Will Tian Hall. I have Michael Vaccaro. My friend David Slauson from Kansas City. I'm sending him an apron. He just bought an apron this week. So Dominic's going to do it. Leo's going to do it. We got to get people with just the apron. Oh, I saw Ron Berge, Rena Berge's husband, our mailman, and he said he's going to do it too. And he said he'll do February. He'll do February, as Dominic suggested, with Valentine's Day. Lots of hats. What are you? Oh, wait.
Oh, no, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
I know. I'm telling you, we got a lot of hotties.
Holy
hotties and aprons. All right, let me just find our show, and because I like to look at both pages. All right, hold on a second. Okay, good.
Yep.
So now we are getting ready. So let's acknowledge the people that have checked in, and then we're going to bring on our guests. We have Tim Devon, of course, my sweetheart friend. He's from Boston, but he lives in New York like me. So, Tim, you'll appreciate this. I have my I Love New York shirt underneath, and I have my Red Sox jersey on top because that's Tim and we're both, we're the two cities. Chris DePiero, he's going to be joining us. What kind of a show is this? It's a baseball talking smack show. The end of the season is coming. The end of the baseball season, as Anthony thoroughly reminded me.
76 games, Mr. 76 games.
I know. We have 30 games left, so that's a lot of games. Dominic Pupa has joined us. Hopefully, Rena Cruniali-Berge will join us soon. Ed Kutu of Blade Salon. Blade Salon is in Rocky Hill, Connecticut. I almost stopped there this week. I was driving to Boston, but I was just too sleepy. And I want to look my best, Eddie, if I do stop in to see you. Okay. So, as you know, I am a Red Sox fan, Leo. As we know, you are
I'm a Dodgers fan with the Red Sox leaning.
You mean Dodgers of who won the World Series last year?
The 2020 World Champion Dodgers. Yes, I know. You know what? George Steinbrenner is turning over in his grave right now.
Yeah, he is turning over in his grave. And I, of course, I'm a Red Sox fan, and they won in 2018.
But I tell you, I love the Red Sox. When the Red Sox play New York, I'm a Red Sox fan. I
love that. And I love the Dodgers because Dave Roberts, who used to be a Red Sox, who helped break the curse, he's by stealing that base, broke the curse in 2004, now is your manager. So
who is your favorite team? Because, you just – I mean, I guess people do switch around and have teams.
You mean my second favorite?
I grew up with Dodgers. So who was your favorite, I remember the heyday, Steve Garvey, Ron Say, Dusty Baker. Those were my heroes. Those are the guys I remember.
Yeah, I love the Red Sox of Nomar Garcia-Parra, Pedro Martinez, Manny Ramirez. I love that crew. Although when I was a kid, I loved the 76, with the Yastrzemski and Carlton Fisk and all those guys. Those were my guys too. So I guess those were my two teams that I loved the best. but I've been a Red Sox fan through and through, as my family. So
yeah, well,
now,
we talked about this before. Now at Dodger, I got to sing the national anthem at Dodger Stadium in '99.
what?
Out in left field, all by myself. Yep.
Are you kidding me?
No, it was great. It was scary. I didn't have no vibrato. I had shaking knees.
You were on television?
I wasn't on television. I was on the big Dodger Vision.
Wow, that's a big deal. Oh my God, Rena Cornelli-Berge has just joined us. Rena, we were just talking about what month of the calendar is Ron Berge going to be? And Ron did tell me at St. Anthony's Feast, which I was there this weekend with my beautiful family. And Ron Berge said that he's okay with being February because it is the month of Valentine's Day.
So, Rena, you should look at the bottom now and see all of Dominic Pupa's reactions to this news. We'll go over them quickly so you can get an idea where you're at. And
oh, my God. So Andy Prasky, who I love and adore and respect, said, I'm a Yankee fan, but the nicest guy in baseball that I ever met was Nomar Garcia-Pera. He is my all-time favorite Red Sox, Andy. I have a signed ball by him that I got. I was at Yankee Stadium, and I was out in all the way out in right field, but he came out and signed a ball for me. And I love him. And I named my car after him because I haven't my lease ran out, so they gave me a new lease. And I said I want the same car I had before, but in red. So as soon as I saw it, I said, I know what I'm going to name my car, Nomar. So my new car is named Nomar.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, he's very cute. He's red, and he has like a little blue interior. It's a Red Sox car. Okay, Andrew Holmes has joined us. I have a pair of Red Sox. Good. I worked with him at Fenway. Oh, my God, Andy, we'll have to talk. Andy, are you interested in posing just nude and with just the apron for our 2022 calendar? Let me know. I'll get you an apron, a blue apron. Although I don't know. I might have sent him one. I can't remember. But he might have sent me a picture. If you have one, let me know, Andy. Otherwise, I'll get you one. Okay.
I'll have to proof all the pictures.
Yes. Well, Leo, you would be the guy to proof all the pictures before we. I'm old now.
Discriminate?
What do you mean I'm old now, Andy? You're totally hot.
Isn't that the word called daddy?
Right. Thank you. That's what I love about the gays. Nothing is ever out. If you're hairy, you're a bear. If you're skinny and you're hairy, you're an otter. They just have names for everything.
I ought to be in pictures.
Right? The Cubs, they have so many. Okay, and so tonight joining us. Oh, Michael Mackesy has joined us. I used to get drunk in the Wrigley Field bleachers with my Cubs. See, and we have a Cubby fan joining us tonight as well, Dana Nicholson. So tonight, who do we have? We have
Dana is the Cubs, right?
Yeah, we have Chris DiPiero. Of course, he represents the Yankees. We have Anthony Borelli. Of course, he represents the Mets. Thank God. Thank God. Then we have Dana Joel Nicholson. He's joining us, and he represents the Cubbies. And Leo is a Dodgers fan. I am a Red Sox fan. Leo, are we ready to bring on our first guest? Oh, my God. Silvana.
Before we do, Silvana said, "Go Mets."
I love that.
Go Mets.
What is going on with this show? This is a crazy show. I wanted to talk about the Yankees. Yankees, let's go.
We're going to talk about the Yankees. Hold your horses.
It's 5 minutes to 10.
What do you mean? It's 9:16. We have plenty of time. Leo and I were just enjoying a little chat. We haven't talked to each other all week. We have a lot to cover.
I understand.
All right, so listen.
You're talking about Steve Garvey and Ron Say. We kicked their asses in the 80s. I mean, are we kidding?
Okay, you know what? First of all, calm down. Second of all,
you're going to get more gray hair.
Thank you for being on the show. You know I love you to pieces. I haven't seen you, my brother from another mother, I always call him. He is a pain in the ass, but I do love him. Now.
From my heart, go Yankees. Go ahead.
Okay, well, you know what? I got to say something. When we did our baseball show the first time, the Red Sox were really in the lead. And you guys were somewhere in the shadows, but you have done a miracle has occurred.
It's Yankees. The end of August. It's time for the Red Sox to fold and the Yankees to
They're not going to fold, though. Look, I'm going to let you have a little glory before I come at you. So let's enjoy. Why don't you enjoy the time you have now? So your Yankees are in the lead. They've won 12 in a row. Is that correct?
Almost correct. You know, they lost maybe the last couple of games, but you know,
it's okay. They won 12 in a row, though, didn't they? They came back out of nowhere, and the Red Sox are hanging on by a thread. Yes, Tim, I agree. We know what that means.
I hope Rena's not on, is she?
Yeah, Rena is on, and she's a Red Sox fan.
Yeah, I know.
And as I don't know if you know this, but Rena won and Ron, they won a living room furniture set when they got married because the Red Sox, there was a furniture store called Jordan's Furniture that said if the Red Sox win the World Series, which because they hadn't won in 86 years, we will give free furniture to people that sign up. And they signed up and they got free furniture.
Did it have Red Sox logo on it? I mean,
I don't know about that, but Rena could tell that story better. So now, how you feeling about your Yankees, Chris?
I feel great. This is the team that was supposed to be winning for the last 4 years, you know, and now with the pandemic hopefully behind us. I don't know what happened last year. Leo likes to talk about them winning the 2020. How many teams were in the playoffs back then? 3 now?
As many needed to be.
3?
I don't know.
I know. It was a great,
you know.
Listen, it was a crazy season, but they even beat COVID. They were like literally running in between the COVID droplets to stay alive. And they did it. And they won. We got to give it to them, Chris. I know you don't want to, but they won the 20.
You play 162 or it's not a season.
Well, I don't. They played. It was. Listen, it was not to use an overused word, unprecedented.
Yeah.
Sometimes you play 163 games. You know what I mean?
Right.
1976, huh?
I know. All right. Okay.
I'm surprised you remember that far back.
Well, listen, what I'm going to tell you is because I know you're all jacked up and I wanted you to have your good feeling because I do love you like a brother. But
I know.
As a Red Sox fan, I'm going to tell you something.
Tell George.
In 2004, we reversed. What is George Steinbrenner doing here? He's dead.
Is he? Is he really?
Yeah, maybe he's not. Look what Rita said. Free dining room and kitchen tables, chairs not included. We love the socks.
We love socks.
We love our socks. So George Steinbrenner, Andy, my prediction is the Yankees will play the Red Sox in one game wild card playoff.
All right.
Andy, I think you're right. It's really close. So let's fill people in. The wild card, the Tampa Bay is in first place, and they're doing incredibly well. I don't think either one of us is going to catch them. I don't know. Let's look at that. Let's look at the NL. I mean the
American League standings.
American Leagues, yeah. So the Rays are in first place, and Yankees are 7 games behind. Red Sox are 9 games behind. So that means we're probably not going to catch them. They're probably going to win the division. However,
unless they keep losing, unless the Yankees keep losing, then you get up there.
Well, the Rays, though, are in first place. The Rays are doing really well, but there is a wild card. And the wild card standings, I believe that it's the Yankees first, Red Sox second, A's third. So we're doing, anything can happen. That we're so close. And I think we play each other a few times, right, Chris? A few more times?
Yes, I believe so, and I think the Red Sox have a harder schedule than the Yankees.
We definitely have a harder schedule. I looked at it yesterday.
These are all major league teams. They're all great teams. I don't want to hear no harder schedule.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Liz is saying go Yankees. Liz is a Yankees fan.
Thanks,
Andy says Rays are beasts. You know they are. And I got to tell you, wouldn't it be incredible? Like, okay, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the Super Bowl.
Oh.
The Tampa Bay Lightning won the Stanley Cup. Wouldn't it be something if Tampa Bay Rays won the World Series? Ron Burgundy was talking. We were talking about that yesterday at the feast, or the day before.
Sounds like a conspiracy.
Maria Ron Burgundy
coming out of Florida.
Suspicious character. I don't know what this guy's telling you. It's not real. Burgundy don't exist.
No, he does. Ron Burgundy is Rena's husband. He is the mailman that Dominic is smitten over.
Oh,
yeah. He's gonna be, I think, February. Now, are you gonna pose in the calendar in the
Listen, I don't know. I was saying I'm very shy. I don't think so. Oh yeah, I will.
I think you should. I think you should be naked with just the apron and a Yankee cap. How about that?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I
You
will
could
be
do that.
totally naked, and I will wear a Yankee hat and the. Is that my
Paper
sauce
bag.
on the back table? Finally.
What? Yeah. Listen. You know what? Tonight, let me show you. I made. Today is the sauce factory.
Wow.
I made all that sauce. I got 8 meatballs, 8 spicy sausage. I got 5 bolognese and 4 marinara I made today. Can you believe that?
Who doesn't like a spicy sausage?
Who doesn't like a spicy sausage? And because I got orders coming in, I haven't even put a sauce call out in months because I'm back to work full time, and I can't handle the. But people have been secretly calling me, and today I was like, okay, I got to do it. You know, Chris, I have some stuff for you. I have food for you in the fridge. I mean, in the freezer. I've had it for a while.
You got to get into my fridge.
I know. That's what I'm trying, but we're busy people.
I'll walk over the bridge later.
All right. Listen.
Yeah, how have you been? I know Maria and I have been running crazy over the past few weeks.
I just want to say one thing, guys, real quick. Go Yankees.
Go Yankees. All right. Yeah. That's it. I know. Listen.
Never mind. No more questions.
When we bring on the really great New York team, the Mets.
Yeah,
and
where is my buddy? Where is my buddy?
Representing the Mets. Oh, my God. Anthony Barilli. Woo-hoo! Representing the Mets with his Mets wall. He's got the cowbell. Anthony, you got the cowbell. I love that.
4 in a row.
4 in a row.
8 more to go. We're back in this thing.
Oh, my God. Listen, anything can happen in baseball. That's why I love it.
Love baseball.
You know, like the thing is, you can get excited, but July is when it starts to turn after the trade deadline and a lot of things happen. Anthony, how you feeling about your team?
Oh, a lot of stuff with my Mets. You know, there's always a lot of drama with the Mets. You know?
That is true.
It really is.
That's true.
When you bring on your Chicago fan, we'll get more into it. With the
Mets hat.
Because we inherited from him because his team's having a fire sale over there in South Chicago.
Yeah.
So north side of Chicago. So we inherit Baez, right? This overpaid crybaby of a shortstop. Has talent, but you know. And a buddy of mine, we were talking. So you were just talking about Yastrzemski and those '70s ball players, right?
Yeah.
And those guys played the game. I preferred the way they played the game back then.
I agree.
Less bravado. There was less about them. It was about, I'm going to beat you, the other team.
Right.
They didn't pound their chest. They didn't point to the sky. They didn't make hand signals to each other. They just played the game like you know what I mean? Like Pete Rose, Bud Harrelson, the great Yankees. I mean, whatever. Just and Boston. So anyway, of course, the Mets, they want to get upset with Met fans, New York baseball fans, for booing them for losing 8 games in a row. When you had first place for 5 months, they were in first place.
Oh my God! Chris holding his head. Chris, what?
Horrible.
You feeling? What are you thinking?
I can't believe this guy is on Facebook Live, armed radio. And bragging about the Mets.
Listen, they were doing amazing.
It's embarrassing.
They were in the lead for a long, long time.
He should stay in his basement.
Listen, you know what's going to happen?
I'm not complaining because I'm not complaining as a world champion slumming.
Well, let's talk about the Dodgers, and then we got to bring on Dana. Let's talk about the Dodgers. Leo's Dodgers won the World Series last year, and are they in first place in your division?
No, we were behind the Giants.
Okay, by how many games? 2?
By I think it's 1 game. They were 1 game.
They're done. The Dodgers are done.
The Dodgers are not done at all.
That's not true. Listen, the Dodgers are not done. You have to wait till afterwards when it's really crucial. That's when they lose it. That's when we all go on the edge. That's the Dodgers' pass.
But I got to tell you, Chris, you know who's a Dodger fan? Your big crush, Darcy Blakesley.
Oh.
I know. So what are you going to do? If you and Darcy were going to go on a date and she's wearing her Dodger cap, are you going to give her shit? No.
No, I'm not going to be looking at a cap.
All right.
Wow.
I mean, come on.
Okay.
Right now, it's the Giants are at 84 games. The Brewers, another great team, are at 80 games, and the Dodgers are at 83 games. So those are your top three over here for
nationally. Cans over here, and this guy's talking.
No, listen. Is Dana in the wings, Leo?
I have not seen my buddy Dana yet. Where is he?
He should be. Listening. He'll pop on soon because he can shed some light on what happened with the trades and the Cubbies are. He said he's moved on to football. Which that's it.
He's not welcome here then.
I know. I said he's got to come on and talk. He's got to talk.
What are we, his therapists?
No, I know. I called him today. I was like, "You got to join us," and he's like, "Oh my God, my Cubbies are in the garbage can. I'm onto the Bears football."
You know, I got a question, Anthony. You know, we're talking about when they like to play baseball. Back in the day, we liked how they play. Do you think, my personal opinion is, after that first big baseball strike, everything changed?
Yes.
That's when, to me, everything started to really.
Yes.
Now, Andy says the Dodgers are a game and a half back. Andy, thank you for the blow-by-blow. I love this.
Game and a half.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, so Andy also said, I can't believe the Rays can't sell out their games. Seats are empty. Because it's in Florida. And Florida is the worst.
It's hot.
It's hot, but what?
It's in the middle of nowhere. That stadium is in the middle of nowhere.
Leo, are you keeping your mouth shut about Florida? Yeah, I know. We all know. And then Andy says the Cubbies, the curse of the Billy Goat. I know, just like we had the curse of the Bambino, but the Red Sox reversed the curse. Remember that. I mean, I'm just telling you, listen, this is my prediction.
Stop the curse. I don't know about reversing anything.
What?
They stopped the curse. There's no reversing the curse. That means it's on to somebody else.
Yeah, it's on to you guys. It's on to the Yankees now.
Come on, we won. We won. Oh.
Who's this guy? Who is this?
Leo. This guy was he's a favorite Mets fan or something like that, or a Dodgers fan, I think.
What are you talking about?
Who is this guy?
This guy.
Listen, that's Lance Hyman.
Lance Hyman? I don't even know who he is.
He looks a lot like Chris DePiro, though.
He doesn't even look like he watches baseball.
No, he watches balls.
He watches what?
Balls.
Listen, those balls come flying really quickly.
It doesn't matter what sport.
Especially if you hit it right at someone. You got to either duck or put your mitts up.
Yes.
Put your mitts up or duck. There's no other way. Otherwise, you get hit. You can get hit in the face.
You don't want to get hit in the face.
Oh, here we go. Let's get some good
got?
representation up in here.
All right,
let's get some good representation up in here.
Oh, my God. Dana Joel Nicholson, my friend and Cubbies fan. Dana.
How you doing?
Oh, my God, honey. We are so glad you're here. We're not here to pick on your team. We understand that it's been a hard season. Now, Anthony, I want you to meet everybody. Anthony, this is Dana.
Hello,
he is
Dana.
my friend. He's a Cubbies fan. Anthony is a Mets fan. I don't know if you see all the Mets behind there. Of course, Chris is a Yankee fan. Leo is a Dodgers, and I am Red Sox fan. Now, Anthony, will you tell Dana what you were telling me about the fire sale and how you guys got a lot of the Cubbies?
Well, we didn't get a lot of the Cubbies. Actually, the Yankees got Rizzo, right?
Yeah, Yankees got Rizzo. Baez went to the Mets.
We got Baez. So
we got that deal.
TV, right? We get mostly, I watch National League East baseball mostly. So I don't get to see the Cubs. Although I have to say, Cubs is probably one of my favorite teams in all of sports. I've been to Wrigley a couple of times.
I agree.
It's in a magical place. It's like a cathedral. It's beautiful. So not the point, though. So what's going on with Baez when he was with your team? Is that why they dumped him? Was he a pain in the ass? Was he just a spoiled brat?
Baez was honest to God my favorite Cub. in a long time.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it is such sweet. It is such a sweet mirror held up to the city of New York. You got somebody who is as on fire and electric of a defenseman as he is. I know he has lots of issues in striking out in the box. But the first time that I saw Javi Baez doing this to all of the asshole New York fans, I was
Dana, listen, I'll get in my car right now. I know it's 11 and a half hour drive. I'll be there in the morning. I'll be outside your go to your house. And you asshole New York fans. First of all,
I love it.
Dana, calm down.
Honestly,
Dana.
I hope he's only a Met until the end of the season, and I would love to have him. I would love to take him right back from you.
Okay, all right. So would you, Anthony?
What,
Dana is saying
Chicago?
He will take Baez back. Would you trade him back?
Well, you know what? No, listen. There's not okay. So let's get to the point, Dana. The point wasn't about his abilities. I think has great abilities. He's an awesome shortstop. He can hit. He strikes out. So what? A lot of guys strike out, especially if they're hitters.
No.
But here's the point. Here's where I get stuck with what you said. You can't say asshole New York fans because the guy, if the Mets were in first place for 5 months.
Yes.
They lose in a row to shit teams. They lose, excuse my language. They lose. They're playing lackluster baseball. They charge a lot of money for everything in that stadium.
I know.
So that's how these guys get paid. So if I have an $18 beer and a $12 hot dog in my hand, which is $30 for a beer and a hot dog, and you're just playing, I'm going to boo you. And that's so – you can't do this to the fans when you do something right. That makes you an immature jerk. You understand? Just put your head down, look at the pitcher, see the ball, hit the ball. That's it. It's that simple.
Well, you said, Anthony, you said it. There's a lot of drama with the Mets.
Well, you know what? That's talking about the curse. That's the curse of the Mets. The Mets are like, listen.
The drama. And Dana, you guys won in, what was the year you won? And you were at that game, were you not?
Yes, I was. I flew to Cleveland the morning of Game 7 without a ticket to the game just to try and get in. And I got a standing room ticket in between home plate and first base. So I watched the Cubs win the World Series with my own 2 eyes.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
I was at the 86 game for my Mets.
Really? And you guys beat us. You beat us. You beat the Red Sox.
Thank you, by the way.
That was, yes, you're welcome. That was sad. We cried for a long time.
That was awesome.
You know what?
I wasn't.
That was unbelievable.
And the Dodgers are doing great, so anything can happen with the Dodgers.
I wasn't at any of the World Series, but when I did sing the national anthem at Dodger Stadium, we did play the Cubs. And when I was fortunate enough to go to Cubs Stadium to go out there, and I went to all 4 bars around the corner there.
You know what? When I was in LA a few years ago, I went to Dodger Stadium, and they were playing the Cubs then too. And I love Rizzo because, my dog's name is Rizzo. So I love Rizzo, but now I can't get him. I can't get my dog a Rizzo shirt because Rizzo is now a Yankee. So I cannot do it. What do you think about Rizzo? Anthony, what's his name? Chris?
Chris was taking a nap.
George Steinbrenner.
George Steinbrenner, right?
He's
Chris,
fantastic.
George, what do you think about Rizzo?
As usual, Cashman makes these great moves at the end of the season, and it's going to pay off. The guy's a great veteran. He knows how to close the deal at the end of the season. He's been to the playoffs.
Okay.
Good.
All right. I know you're getting all heated up, but may I just say, because we had this conversation earlier, the Red Sox did reverse the curse in 2004. Not just end the curse, we reversed it, which means it's on you guys now. Because you gave us such shit for so many years, painful. You were rubbing salt on the wound for years.
I think it was just Chris that was doing it.
The Mets didn't rub salt on the wounds. They could have, they didn't. But you guys salt. Now we've reversed the curse. So that means, and I'll bet you $10. I'll bet you $10.
I'll bet
that
you.
we beat you at the very end and we win the wild card.
This season?
Yes.
No. You guys are done. It's
No,
the
we're
end
not
of
done.
August. You fold in August, September. You're done.
No, because what we do is we're like Seabiscuit. We come back from behind. Seabiscuit cannot be way ahead. He has to wait till you catch up, and then boom, Seabiscuit.
Okay, I got
your
the
face.
All these sexual windows.
If it's true, then Chris gets a haircut from Maria.
No,
Listen.
That show he was moving around. I was trying to cut his hair so nice. I had all the different clips, and he kept moving, and I made a mess of it.
I was in a chair. How do you?
You
move
were
around?
moving. I told you to sit still. I'm happy to cut your hair anytime.
His hair was fine. You could see the face though. That was
his hair
was fine.
You know what? I kind of messed it up. I'm not gonna lie, but
I just have a bad head anyway. I will never get a good haircut. Anyway, you know how a great haircut? Oscar Gamble.
That's not true.
Big O, number 17, hitting upper deck of homers.
Keith Hernandez is 17.
What is he saying,
Hey,
Anthony?
Grateful. No, he's talking about 17.
Now listen, do the Mets and the Yankees play each other at the end of the season?
No, they play in like 10 days.
Oh my God!
So that's we're gonna sweep that series, and then.
So Anthony, I give you permission to kick their asses.
Thank you.
Completely kick their asses. Now, Dana, I know that you said that you are done with baseball this year. You're done with baseball. Oh, and he's disappeared.
Oh no!
What is Chris doing there?
That's the Mets folding.
Mets folding.
Please.
I can't believe I don't know.
He said to Leo that his 80s Yankees beat the Dodgers. That couldn't be farther from the truth. That decade in the Bronx was.
Yeah, that was kind of scary, right?
Oh, it was so bad.
I'll tell you, the one that scarred me was when Reggie Jackson, that World Series, the Reggie Jackson one. I think that was 78, right? 77.
1977. I was at that game.
Wow. I think we've lost Dana, but maybe he'll pop back in.
He'll pop back in, I'm sure. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is. Okay, Dana, you're back. So I know Dana has moved on to football now. So getting ready, and next year, it's around the corner, and maybe Dana, your team will something. I don't know. Anthony said you had a fire sale.
Well, he knows that.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah. So sometimes you got to clean house and then start over.
Yeah, I think I know what you were talking about. I have definitely moved on to more so focusing on the Bears than anything.
I know. I know. Now, Andy Preston. Andy says Yankees did the thumbs down when they got a hit to make fun of the Mets fan who did it during a Yankee Met game.
Yes, he's correct, Andy. Very good.
Andy is really on the ball.
Yes.
Seabiscuit in your face. Thank you, Rena. It's true. I'm telling you. Seabiscuit. Listen, we're going to have this conversation at the end of the season, and you're not going to believe that I was right. Seabiscuit. Seabiscuit.
No, I definitely see the Yankees, Boston with that 1-game wild card.
That's going to be crazy.
It's going to be a great game.
It's going to be a great game.
Chris won't be out of his apartment for like 3 weeks after that.
No, I know, and he's all bloated up now, thinking because you guys are doing so well, but you got the curse now. That's what happens when you got the curse.
We're like 25-0 in the last 10 games.
What goes around?
Exactly, which means
against Boston.
It's secular. It means there's ebb and flow. You're doing so well, you're bound to fall off the cliff, and then you know what happens. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Listen, we're going to take a second. We're going to do the food section of our show.
Go ahead.
Of course, we know it's called Go Ahead, Keep Eating. Thank you, Justine. Mary said cursed, and she put an exclamation point. Thank you, Justine. Thank you. All right, so we're going to do the food section of our show, which I'm almost embarrassed because I kind of like dragged my ass today because I was, as you see, making sauce all day. So because August is a sauce month for Italians. So
Is
Because of the
it?
tomatoes, you got the harvest. of
tomatoes, right? I started my sauce business a year ago this month, and you see, it's still going. All right. So what did I do? Kind of, Anthony, an homage to the Mets, because
What do you got?
everybody else is doing ballpark franks. They're doing hot dogs, Dodger dogs, whatever. I went with the Mets. They have sushi. They have sushi at
Oh
City
yeah, no,
Fields
first
now.
class. Yep.
Yeah. And you said it's a little bit of an expensive stadium, and they have so I got a little sushi.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I made a delicious salad with Boston lettuce, baby cucumbers, some Kalamata olives.
Nice.
Yeah, to kind of represent Queens, because Queens is very Greek. So I put the Kalamata olives in there for the Mets, and then the little red peppers in there for the Red Sox. And I put a little I got my neighbor upstairs brought me back olive oil from Calabria. She was
Nice.
there for the summer. I'm going to put that and a little red wine vinegar, red for the Red Sox. Okay, so that is my salad. And then
You got 2 Red Sox in there.
yeah, that's my team. That's my team. And then for dessert, because I was on the keto, I was doing very well. I went off it for a couple of days, so I'm just going to slide in one dessert. This is a Reese's cup, but it's got pretzels in it.
Wow.
Pretzels you get at the ballpark. Do you not? So that's where I'm going with this. I'm on a theme.
You got any
Way to go.
mustard for that?
Hey, listen, you never know. You never know. All right, so now what do you guys usually do at the end of the season? Do you watch every game? And Anthony, I know you watch as many games as you can, right?
Yeah,
You're
I
one
do.
of those guys.
I am.
Usually, once the Yankees are out of it, I move on.
But they're not out of it yet. They will be out of it.
They're going to win the World Series this year.
Well, no. They're definitely not going to.
They're not winning the World Series.
No. That's silly. That's a silly statement. They're not going to win the World Series. They're going to maybe win a few more games. They're going to totally. You were folding the paper before because you thought the Mets were going to fold. It's going to come back to haunt you, that fold of the paper.
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to happen. The curse.
Yeah.
You got the curse now.
They said that about our 27th World Series, too.
Yeah, but that was 100 years
can
ago.
play
When was
it.
the last time you won a World Series?
2009.
It don't matter.
2009. That's like 100 years ago.
Listen,
What
the
the hell are you
last
talking-
5 years, just,
It's 11 years ago. Jeez. I mean, get on the ball.
it's been sooner than that. It just seems like 11
It's
years.
been 35 years for my team.
Oh, jeez. But you know what? You know what I love about you, Anthony?
Oh.
You still built that wall.
Oh
You
yeah.
still built that Mets wall.
Yeah, sure.
And where is that wall, Anthony? Is that in your basement? Can
It
we?
is.
Can you please, Leo? Can you give us a full screen on Anthony
Oh yeah.
so we can look at the beauty of this Mets wall?
Anthony Barilli, tear down that wall.
Wow, Mr.
there.
Met,
I was
Anthony,
personally-
Mr. Met Barilli.
It smells
Wow.
like Shea Stadium down there. And that's not pleasant.
Is that Tom Seaver?
Oh yeah. The
Oh, he's
franchise.
great, man. What a great guy.
Yeah.
The franchise.
He was great with
Wow.
the White Sox.
He was really great. Didn't he pass away this year?
He did.
I was even sad. He was so handsome. I remember when I was a kid, he was on all the shows.
Tom,
So
terrific.
to Lasorda.
He was a much better Yankee announcer than he was a Met pitcher.
That's right. Tommy Lasorda also passed
Moment
away.
of silence for Tommy. Lasorda.
Lifetime Dodger guy, right?
Yep, I met him a couple times. He's really good. He liked to eat, that's for sure.
And-
If it wasn't for Kirk Gibson, Tommy Lasorda would be forgotten.
And then
That's
why do you
not
say
nice.
that?
That's not
Why?
nice.
Only to you, not the rest of us here in LA.
Right, exactly.
Oh my!
Tommy
Oh,
Listen.
wait, Anthony.
Yes.
Andy said, not Anthony. I'm sorry. Who's the other guy? Chris. Anthony said, "I'll take that bet. I bet you a dozen homemade meatballs." Wow!
Andy Krosky said.
Wow!
So about the Yankee, I'll take it. Why not?
All right. So,
Where
because
does Andy live?
and he's a Yankee fan. He's a Yankee fan. I'll take that bet. I bet you a dozen homemade meatballs. Okay, so Andy, you're betting me a dozen meatballs that the Yankees are going to win?
You don't think the Yankees are going to win the World Series? A Yankee fan?
Well, I think he's taking the bet with me. I think.
Oh.
All right, so I'll just take $20 then because
we lost Dana.
No,
again.
we'll do $10. $10, Andy, if you want this bet, and Chris, $10. I'm all I'm saying is that the Red Sox are going to beat the Yankees. I'm not saying they win the World Series, but they are going to knock you out of that wild card.
I'll bet you $11. I mean,
all right, you know what? Okay, 11 is good. I'll take that. 11 is good. And Anthony, did you want to place any kind of bet?
Yeah, I'd like to bet on Boston.
I love that.
I'd like to bet on
Boston.
Boston.
Only 3 years. He's betting on Boston too.
All right, so are you betting 10 or $11 with Anthony?
I raise you $12. Let's see if he can come up with it.
Oh my God!
And I'll bet you $12.
Okay, $10 the Yankees win, Andy. But Andy, you give me $10 if the Red Sox win. I'll give you an order of meatballs, which is $20. So you're going to make a little money anyway, because I love you and I think you're adorable. And I will deliver those meatballs. Yeah, today I made a lot of meatballs. It's like a factory here. It's not even my apartment anymore. It's the sauce factory. All right, that's it. Oh my God, Justine again said cursed, and now she has 3 explanation points.
Listen,
Marks. You know, Justine, she's pretty powerful. So I don't know.
I'll give
big Met, big Met fan too. Big Met fan.
You know, I don't know why, but I thought when you guys were first dating that she was a Yankee fan, but she was always a Mets fan.
Yeah, she was at Game 6. She was at the Buckner game.
Really?
Yeah, I was at Game 7.
Is that part of the reason you fell in love with her?
Not at all.
No.
But
did it help?
Did you know that Anthony and Justine played Tony and Tina in Tony and Tina's wedding? And they were the first Tony and Tina to get married in real life?
Is that the truth? They were the first?
Yes.
Okay, so let's tell our viewers. I just always assume people know, but they don't all know. So Anthony, Chris, and I were all in Tony and Tina's wedding with a bunch of other great, amazing humans that are great actors and funny people. And Justine Rossi, she was Justine Rossi then. She was she played the bride. And Anthony, you played Dominic for a long time.
Yes.
One of the groomsmen. Did you ever get to play Tony? I don't remember.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Is that when you fell in love with her?
No.
Or before that?
No. Before that. Yeah. I had a definite crush on her. She would not date me at all.
Why?
While we were doing the show together. Not even doing. But you know what? Whatever. That's like. Whatever. I don't even know what to say.
Well, you got her now. You got her now. No need's going over that.
I don't know if I need to.
So they were. So Chris, tell everybody, because couples have met there and got married, but the Burleys were the first couple to get married.
Short story. Anthony was Tony's understudy. After a long night, Tony called out sick. The actor playing Tony, Anthony was forced to go on with a bad hangover with Justine. Hey, look at that.
Wow.
And he had a crush on Justine, and the first time he had to play Tony, he was maybe he didn't smell as good as he wanted to smell.
He definitely hung over.
Yeah.
So you were hung over and your knees were probably shaking, right, from nerves.
I was a wreck. I can't even get into this.
But you look so handsome in that white suit.
Thank you, dear.
You know what? I can pull anything off. Look at me in my Met suit.
I know you look really handsome in that Met suit too. And you are property of the Mets. I see that. I believe that. Looking at your wall, I believe that you are property of the Mets.
He ain't nothing if you don't have a Mets Monopoly game.
Oh, wow. Does he? Maybe we should get him that for Christmas.
Wait a second.
Oh, my God. Anthony, that's amazing.
Courtesy of Chris DePiro.
Chris, did you buy him that?
No, my father owned it, and when my father passed away, I gave it to Anthony.
What a nice gift.
Yes.
That was very nice.
I don't think it was played open. I don't even know.
Wow,
We'll have to play soon.
Yeah.
You be the Yankees.
I will.
Andy Prasky just kicked me in the knee there. He says, Maria, I have an autographed ball from Bucky Dent. Ouch.
Oh my God, what
Wow.
a game. That was the greatest game, I think, ever in any sport of all time, in any sport. Deep to right.
Oh my God. You know, Chris DiPiero has posted that on my wall more times than I care to admit.
Great call.
Very painful.
The pitch before that, Bucky Dent hit it off his ankle, and Mickey Rivers gave him a new bat and said, here, use my bat. And the next pitch, he hit it out.
Painful. That's a painful story. But you see, that was when we had the curse. But now that we've reversed it, we'll see what happens. It's going to be exciting. I'm excited about it. Justine says rules.
Right? It's going to be fun. You're right.
Yeah.
I think it's going to work out. Chris. What do you think? It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Justine says rules, and I believe she means rules about dating. She would not date you, right?
Yeah.
Anthony?
Good job, Justine.
Yeah,
Good job.
She is one of the smartest people I know.
She's pretty smart, yeah. And Rena
I thought it was
says,
maybe because he knew Chris DiPiero that you wouldn't let him, but
you know what? Chris, were you Dominic back then?
No.
Did you step in as Dominic when Anthony stepped in as Tony?
No, Mr. Bilecki stepped in as Dominic, and then I stepped in as Dominic after Mr. Bilecki became Tony.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Chris has played many, many, many roles in Tony and Tina's. And Anthony Burley, now you're playing the priest from time to time.
I'm Father Mark, for the travel shows.
oh, is that what that was for?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you guys just do a show recently?
We did a couple of shows in Jersey by Atlantic City.
It's with Susie Campanero as Mrs. Vitale, right?
Nope.
No, she's Loretta.
Oh, Loretta, right.
Justine
came to Atlantic City to play Mrs. V.
Oh, okay.
So let me ask you a question. You guys, you've been playing these roles. Maria, you've been playing like in that for how many years then?
Well, I did the New York show from 91 to 98. And then I was done. And then I only did, I think, 2 on the road shows. I didn't really latch on to it because I was working like at the duplex. I was working nights. It was hard to, and I wasn't really doing that. But these guys,
when you got back to it, do you like, did the lines come back to you like, oh, okay, I got it right?
These guys really have done a lot of shows. They're the ones to ask. So guys, what do you think about that? And they play a lot of different roles. I mean, you've all played so many roles.
Yeah,
I played a handful. I've been doing the show 26 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
it's a great gift. It's really a great gift.
It is, yeah. And you can age into different roles. That's the beauty of the show.
Yeah, this is what I love about Father Mark right now. It's like I can't really get aged out.
Yeah, well,
and I really enjoy the part too. I really enjoy Father Mark, though. I really do.
Yeah, no, he's a great character, and I'm sure you're wonderful.
Oh, he's awesome. He's awesome.
George Steinbrenner, how many different roles have you played? A lot.
Yeah. I even played Johnny once on an away gig.
Wow. So you played Tony, Dominic.
I played Sal. I played Mickey. I played Mr. Nunzio now.
Yes, that I saw with Silvana Mastrolia.
Yes.
Silvana plays his date.
Silvana.
The great ractress.
Great ractress.
So is it easy to get back into your lines? Like, is there certain characters you guys got that like I could do it in a day, or like did it take you a week to be like, okay, I got the line. What was it? Is it this?
Well, you know what it is, and the priest really has the most scripted dialogue. So the rest of the show, if you've done it enough times and the music stays sort of consistent, the music is really your cues.
Yeah.
Like, where should I be in the show based on a particular song that's playing?
Genius.
And that's how I did my Dominic back in the day. And
me too. That's
Village. Like, I would just listen to the band and I knew where I needed to be in the story.
Yep.
And a lot of it, 75-80% of the show is improv.
Yeah.
It's really the church. The ceremony is scripted.
Right.
And which I really love. I love that about it too, though.
It's an amazing show.
So I always get nervous with lines as an actor. So let's say I've done Father Mark 10 times or 12 times now. I'm like studying those lines every night. I study them 20 minutes up until 10 minutes before I'm going on. I'm still looking at the line.
Yeah.
I just don't want to, I don't want to leave anybody hanging. I don't want to forget them. It's like a bad nightmare, you know, like,
yes, of course.
what's my line?
Chris, of all the characters that you play, what was your favorite?
Oh, Dominic by far.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, I had fun. You know, you're just hanging out, breaking up with your girlfriend, making up with your girlfriend every night.
Yeah.
You know, hanging out with the boys. You know,
sounds like real life for you.
Dominic's
I hated
a lot
playing
of fun.
Tony. I couldn't stand playing Tony. You had too much responsibility. You had to walk around and say hello to everybody. It was a lot of work.
You know what I just realized? That is a metaphor for your life. Because Dominic, it's true. Dominic loves hanging out with the guys, having fun, making up, breaking up. But the married guy, that's not so much you. You just said it's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, but I'm not exactly Dominic either. I'm really not that.
No, you're not. But Dominic's fun. Dominic's not a bad guy. He's a great guy.
No,
I love
animal
playing
with a heart of
Dominic. The fun part of playing Dominic as an actor in that show is that you can't make any mistakes in what you say because he's so like, there's no filter on Dominic. You know what I mean? Like I find myself as Father Mark because I have Dominic is embedded in my body. That sometimes I think like Dominic during the show.
Right.
And I have to censor myself as Father Mark. Like, no, you can't say that, you know,
right.
Like, that's, you know, because I still get triggered by like Dominic things like Donnie Dolce would do to Dominic. I still get upset by it. Like I'm going to kill this guy.
Johnny Tomorrow just popped on and he said, when I saw TNT for the first time, I didn't think Anthony was acting. I thought he was the real guy. See what you just said? So,
and Andy Prasky thought it was great. He got frisked before he walked in.
Oh, that's right. You see? Okay. Yeah. Andy, I was in it in 91 to 98. And I played a lot of different roles. I played Marina. I played, I understudied Donna and Connie, not Mrs. V. Although I played Mrs. V in one of the shows, but Loretta, Loretta was my favorite one to play because she was such a nutbag. I love playing the nutbags. But it's just fun. And it's like what Anthony said, you go by the music. Every character has a timeline and a history. That's what they give you. Here's your character. This is the character's history. This is your timeline according to the music. And then you just go. You're let out of the gate.
You just go.
It's like taking 7 improv classes a week. It's the best experience as an actor you'll ever have.
And just
I have to agree with you.
Just, it was a genius formula these writers came up with. And I just like to mention Susan Barron and Kevin Alexander Leonidas and Mark Nasser.
Yes.
3 of the writers that we've worked with in the show. And what an honor it is to work with the original writers.
Yep.
That was really cool. And I still find it really cool.
Absolutely. And Julie Cesari was our director. She was amazing. Julie
was great.
She got me my equity card. She hired me.
She hired me too.
Really?
Yeah, she did. She hired me.
Unbelievable. So because of Julie Cesari, I know she watches this show a lot. It's
going to be a great testament to them in the show because you guys, you're all associated still. It still goes out on the road and you still do it. And it's how many years later?
Yeah.
And
we're all still friends. Most of us are still friends. It's amazing. It's really cool. Now, one thing before we go, because we got about a minute left. Anthony, you're doing a new show now, right?
I am.
Can you talk about that, please?
I will. It was it's this great writer. I worked with him many years ago in '98. A play that he wrote called Mo Green Gets It in the Eye.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony Patelis and Patrick Michael Buckley and Matt Bonifacio, all Tony and Tina alumni, were also in that show back in '98. We had a great time. We came out of Tony and Tina's wedding and got to do this show down on the Lower East Side. Fantastic writer, Tony DeMuro. He's been writing his whole life, forever. And so this show, 1, 2, 3 Manhunt, we were supposed to go up last April, and we got canceled because of COVID. Our first rehearsal was when the city shut down on St. Patrick's Day weekend of 2020.
Right.
So it was and I'm like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. So then he called back in January of this year, I guess 6-7 months ago, and says, we're going to do it. Theater for the New City. So we're going to be at Theater for the New City.
Ooh,
on
I
First
love
Avenue. October 7th through October 24th. Go to the Theater for the New City website.
Okay.
And I'm actually working with my partner, Santo Fazio, from Three of Cups, my business partner from and we've known each other for 35 years.
Anthony, would you?
We actually did a play together back in 94, 95 at the studio. That's the last time we acted together.
Anthony, do you think
he's a special talent.
You think you and Santo will come back in October before the show goes up and talk about it?
Oh, 100%. We'd be honored and grateful if you gave us that opportunity.
I would love that. Let's talk about when we're off camera. We'll talk about setting that up, okay, so that we can get you guys on. I'd love that, and you got to bring Santo with you.
Oh, Santo's phenomenal.
I know how great.
He's so insightful. He's so smart.
All right, this is wonderful. So we're going to bring them back in October so they can talk about the show, and that way everybody can get tickets and be reminded of it.
And this is the website for theaterforthenewcity.net.
Wow.
If you can go to what's happening. Yep, that's right. Thank you. Thank you, Leo.
Yeah, thank you, Leo. All right, what Krista Piero, you got anything coming up we should know about?
Yes, the newest episode of Galvones is finally getting done. I got all the music coming back from the amazing Lynn Portis of
Genius.
Lynn Portis, genius of eMusi app. Download her app, and I'd like to plug Anthony Barilli's play.
Yes,
I can't wait to see Anthony act again.
Yes, me too. Anthony's an amazing actor.
Yeah, I used to love seeing people in Tony and Tina's wedding do other stuff.
Yeah,
that was such a thrill for me, and support local theater, guys. It's a blast, man. For
sure. Okay, Anthony, we'll bring you back in October. So I would like to thank Krista Piero, Anthony Barilli, Leo Rodriguez, Dana Joel Nicholson, who is I don't know, maybe bad.
He's in the woods in Wisconsin. Yeah,
yes.
Poor guy didn't get no reception.
I know.
Deliverance 3.
I just saw the Yankee bandwagon went by. He jumped on.
Oh, geez.
The Dodger bandwagon?
All right, let's see. Remember, I got the bet. I love you guys, and we want to thank all our listeners. We want to thank Armed Radio, armeddigitalmedia.com. Jim Bell is our producer and engineer. Leo Rodriguez is our accidental stage manager. We'll see you next week. We love and appreciate you. Thanks, everybody. Go Sox!
Go Red Dogs!
World champion. We are the champions, my friend.